Agalilala, agalilala munkolimbo. Agalilala, agalilala munkolimbo. Okwogera njogera omweru takira muddugavu. Agalilala, agalilala munkolimbo.
Now, we are very glad to have our friends from Canada College to interact with you, to greet you, to talk to you, to teach you, and also to continue with the building. Why don't you clap for them?
Obiero,
First of all, welcome. There's a school ready for you. There's a little bit of building has started already in certain terms of digging holes, but there's certainly a classroom ready to go up, and you'll also get an opportunity to work in the school with the kids.
Favorite part of the trip was probably the day when we first got to the school. It was really good. Like, all the kids came running out of their classrooms and thought it was just pretty cool to see like how happy everyone was to be at school and to see like us coming and helping and stuff. I just thought that was the best experience of the trip.
You will be a major contributor and helper to the school program, and your contribution in the next week or so will make a significant difference.
So from our time at Lewa to the top of Kilimanjaro, it was a really great trip. One of the biggest highlights for me was the actual construction portion of the trip, where we got to work at the school building a new classroom. It was really cool how we were able to accomplish so much with basically our hands and a few shovels. We moved a bunch of dirt, a bunch of rock, and we laid about 5 layers of brick. It was really great to see the money that we fundraised actually be put to use, and for us to be able to work with the materials that we funded.
Oh, demolished it. We spent like 6 or 7 days building the school, and we started off as laying the foundation for the school. But the last day, we saw the 3-4 layers of walls, windows. It was really, it was good.
And today we started building the walls. The walls are masonry. They're made out of stone blocks. And our primary tasks today were bringing the blocks to the brick layers and then working on the pointing, like the mortar in between the rocks.
I'm supposedly cleaning the cement off of, like the excess cement off the stones, but I'm not 100% sure. They said you have to start by scraping it with the metal tips and then paintbrushing it off. I think it's just cleaning the excess off.
It's remarkable how fast this school's going up, really. Because on Sunday when we first saw it, they hadn't started to really finish the foundation yet. Yesterday they poured the slab, and by the end of today they have 2 courses of blocking.
Will, we're good?
We're making cement to use as mortar to basically lay another layer of the wall of brick.
Yep, that's what we're doing.
And Andy and Austin are making fun of the...
You can't see that, but it's sort of about that big. It's fair sized, and it's very slow moving, and it'll just sort of wander up your body. And if you don't pick it off, then it'll dig. All it'll do is just bury its head into you. Simple as that. And then you've got two choices. You can either try and be technical and sort of put any of the old wives' tale methods of twisting it anti-clockwise, putting nail varnish on it, etc., to get it reversed. The other way to do it is just bloody well pull it off. If you do that, you'll leave the head inside you. And what'll then happen is it'll just itch. And it'll itch for about, probably about a week. The other one is a very, very small tick, and it's called a pepper tick. And it's actually red. It's absolutely tiny. You can hardly see it. They itch more. Now, to be quite frank, I spend my whole life here itching. I'm itching now. It's just a fact of life. You just get used to it.
In Lewa, we were able to teach in the Subuiga Primary Schools. It was a little hard at first because their English is a little bit different than ours. Like to them, we have really thick accents, so we kind of had to speak really clearly and write a lot on the board and draw a lot. But it was really great because we played this question and answer game afterwards, and it was really great to see them actually learning and understanding what we were teaching them. I also got to take up 2 math exams, and I have a copy of them. It was pretty crazy because they had to do this in 2 hours without calculators, and while I was taking it up, it was actually really hard because I haven't really done basic arithmetic for a really long time.
A part of this trip I'll always remember was when Mike Young and I were told to teach a grade 6 class English, and it was just really interesting to see how eager all these kids are to learn and how happy they are with life even though they're in such harsh situations.
I personally taught math to the students, and it was good watching them actually learn what we were teaching, and they were really enjoying learning new materials, and we were actually enjoying teaching them new materials. So it was really good.
My favorite part of this trip has been teaching, and I've actually made really special connections with this one kid called Lemmy, and whom we have met on the last day of our stay in Lewa, and that was on Sunday. We've actually visited his house, which was a really connecting experience for me, and I got to see how he lived, how he interacted with his family, and I'm gonna miss him in Toronto even if I go back.
I start?
Yeah.
My name is Wenyukela. I go from Subuiga Primary School. My grade is 6, and thank you for that, all things that we do in our school.
Happy to see our visitors. This is a primary school full of little toys. Thank you for sacrificing your time. Happy day. Happy to see our visitors. This is a primary school full of little toys. Thank you for sacrificing your time.
After 3 days at working at the school, we found out that there were many kids next door to the school that were not going to school. So we asked the parents, and we found out that they were not going to school because they were unable to afford the uniforms. So the next day we went out and purchased 8 uniforms for 8 kids. with papers, pencils, and a book. And we gave them to the children the books today, and now we just found out they're enrolled in the school and start next year.
For me, the best part of this trip was the opportunity to give students who live right beside Subuiga School uniforms, because they can't afford uniforms, as Will talked about earlier. And the opportunity to see the smiles on their faces was amazing. They were really happy. The whole family was happy. We were able to sponsor 8 students to go to school. That way they live next to school and they haven't been able to go to school for their lives.
This is her kitchen.
Okay.
There's a fireplace.
Yeah.
That's where she sits when they're cooking. Bulejagero wau? Warugare? Bulejagero wa nyambo tuimba kugera hapo binde.
Tuma kao meu tocarero.
Okay. This is a bedroom for the kids.
Toana turara. Mande kai
No, the husband died. Yeah, she's a widow. This one fell out of school. She was in class 7. She got pregnant and was chased away from the school.
Baba, 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 Étoile. Baba, 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 Étoile. Satriche safa, satriche safa, safa. Sahlala mambuka, sahlala sathanda ngemehli. Yaxabana sabantu besalana. Satriche safa, satriche safa, safa. Sahlala mambuka, sahlala sathanda ngemehli. Yaxabana sabantu besalana.
Today we were teaching the rangers here how to read maps. We woke up early this morning, we met with the deputy director.
What you want to be teaching them is what the features are on the map. Teaching them about obviously the different colours, teaching about what a track is, a river, and then perhaps getting into the contours. The aim is to take an armed ranger, who obviously provides you with your security, through basically a map reading lesson. So the first phase for you is to sit down with the map and between you come up with a course of 10 checkpoints.
And then we set out an orienteering course of wooden stakes with 2 letters on each of them. And this afternoon we got the rangers to use a map to find each of these stakes.
On our way to the orienteering, putting the stakes for the orienteering course, we came across a prehistoric site, and here you see a hand axe made by early humans at Lewa, and this actually looks really close to the picture that is featured on the Lewa map that the Lewa Conservancy has provided with us.
This afternoon we got the rangers to use a map to find each of these stakes. I think it was quite successful. A couple of them in particular seemed to pick up on reading maps quite quickly.
Na 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 na, oh, Baba we. Na 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 we. Na 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 na.
The rules are fairly simple. By day you worry about the big animals, by night you worry about the cats. They're there. So at nights, carry a torch. If you go into the loo, just be careful. By day it's the opposite. The cats will avoid you. You need to worry about the elephants, the buffaloes, the rhinos.
Na 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 na, oh, Baba we. Na 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 we. Na 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 na, oh, Baba we. Na 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 we.
Our truck just got stuck in this huge hole, and that's pretty much everything happened. And
We went off
we
terrain.
went off the truck, just like looking around, chilling, and there's like a huge rope connecting the 2 trucks. truck at the back just like pulled our truck. Like it just basically saved us. This is dope.
Na 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 na, ooh, baba we. Na 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 we. Na 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 na, ooh, baba we. Na 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 we.
Today we are very grateful to have visitors from Canada who have come all the way from Canada to Kenya. They have come here to equip your teachers with skills, computer skills. I know most of you don't know what a computer is.
Last year in 2006, UCC won the Toronto Green Award for water efficiency, and we were given $5,000 from Toronto Water. And with that $5,000, we were able to fundraise for solar panels in Lewa at a school called Mununda Primary School. And with this solar panels, we were able to provide computers for the school. We have 3 computers now at Mununda. But the only problem is that nobody knows how to use a computer. The students don't know, the teacher doesn't know, the head teacher doesn't know, nobody knows how. So Will and I, along with Mr. Parkinson, went to Mununda today to teach the teachers how to use computers. And it was pretty shocking to see because nobody knew how to even turn on a computer. So we started off by turning on computers, and then we moved on to using a mouse and a keyboard because not even a teacher had seen a keyboard or a mouse before we had installed these solar panels. So learning how to type on a keyboard was something that they had experienced today for the first time. As well, learning how to move a mouse, which took almost the first half of our day to teach the teachers how to use a mouse, was pretty amazing. Because it really did take a lot of energy and a lot of time for us to teach them how to type on a keyboard, how to find the letters on a keyboard, how to use capital letters, how to copy and paste on Word documents, and how to move things around or how to use basic things on a computer. And these are things that they had never really experienced before. So the chance for a teacher to learn how to use a computer will now be reciprocated in allowing that teacher to teach their students to use the computer, all because of the $5,000 that we got from the City of Toronto.
thing I liked best about this trip was Kilimanjaro when we summited. It was very fun, and there's a lot of good feeling of success and accomplishment after that. And it was really cold at the top, one of the most physically exhausting things I've ever done.
We started off at a hotel in Moshi, and from Moshi we had a 2-hour drive in the morning to the Rongai gate of the mountain, and our route is Rongai route, so we started off our climb there. We were met at the gate by around 30 porters who were going to carry our stuff up the mountain. They had to weigh our bags in, and we met our tour guides. They gave us a quick intro, and then basically we started up on our trek.
Yeah, so we first went through some like farm fields with corn and stuff. We saw like a few kids there, and then we went into the tropical rainforest, which was pretty good. And then I think at the end we made it out to like the temperate zone, and our camp was at 2600, and we started at 1980. So it was a pretty good day.
Today is day 2 on Mount Kilimanjaro. We woke up today at 2,600 meters, and we hiked up. We had lunch at 3,800, which is called Second Cave. It's like this nice cave, like shade and everything. We ate lunch there.
We started to walk around the mountain. At that point we were facing it, and now we're on the other side. We walked down. We're now at camp, which is 3,400 meters. So we 3,600 meters. So we walked down a bit. So yeah, the tent's pretty sweet.
We started off this morning from this camp called Lewa, which is placed at around 3,600 meters, and we climbed all the way up to this camp called
Wednesday 10 hut.
Yeah,
which is 4,000 meters.
4,200 meters high. It was about 3 hours and 3 hours and a half climb.
Oh, check
it was a lot steeper than yesterday's climb.
Yeah, we covered a lot more rocks and stuff. We're climbing a lot more, whereas a couple days ago it was a bit more flat. And now we can see around. There's not many like trees and stuff. There's,
This is very rocky. It's almost like a lunar landscape. There's so many rocks here, and we can even like feel the clouds. We're like very high up, and like we can touch the clouds and we can feel it. It's yeah, it's pretty cool.
So yeah, so now we're at like 4,200 meters, and we're gonna climatize. We're going up a couple hundred more
Probably
meters.
up to 4,500 meters.
Just for like an hour, and then we just come back down.
So that we'll have less difficulty dealing with the altitude tomorrow.
Because tomorrow's gonna be a big day.
Tomorrow's our big day.
We're already tired.
So today is day 4 on Mount Kilimanjaro, and the campsite that we're staying at right now, it's called Kibo. It's at 4,700 meters. And the campsite that we stayed at yesterday was called Moenzi Tanyat at 4,200 meters.
Today we walked 6 hours in a barren desert and was plain flat, but at the end was a bit hilly. And this is our day.
And so right now it's 2:07 p.m. and we're gonna take a rest until 6 p.m. when we'll have dinner. And then we'll rest up again until 11 p.m. when we'll wake up and make our final stretch to the summit at 4,800 meters. I mean 5,800 meters. Okay, we're up.
Hi, this is Pierre Lacoste. It's currently 11:10 at night. We're all getting ready to make our final ascent on Mount Kilimanjaro. We're currently at the Kibu Hut, which is at 4,700 meters, and we're going to try to make it to the top, which is at 5,900 meters. Should be a lot of fun.
The most challenging part of the Kilimanjaro climb. Not only are we ascending 1,000 meters, we're doing it at the dead of night. We're all very tired and the weather outside is extremely cold.
Man Youssou do mangi o bepudomu Africa. Ñu bokku xalaat bokku gis-gis bokku.
Make sure you not forget anything. We are going halfway. We are almost there.
So we just made it to Gilman's Point. I'm feeling pretty wiped out and out of breath, drained of energy. We're currently at the second highest point of Africa at 5,681 meters. Everyone has made it to this point, and we will likely wait for the sunset here, and then we'll continue on to the highest point of Africa. How do you feel? Exhausted, drained, tired, but happy to be up here.
Dangerous.
I know. You slip, you fall, you're
dead.
I remember my school, there's no life threatening. Where exactly are we heading to?
I can't see it.
What's your plan if someone falls? What's your plan if someone falls? Yeah.
Bodul no be xalat lañu defoon ma sa xol dootul nekk di dootoo xalaat dootul fayantoo su ma sañoon Afrika benn nit moo koy jiite ñu boole sunuy xalaat ak sunuy doole jokkoo nañu bi frontière ya taxal yoon yi ba ñëpp a gisee Chencho Tinky walk together keep on walking Cheikh Anta Diop Kwame Nkrumah Stephen Biko